Hello, Kako. How you folks doing? Welcome back. In this video, we'll be talking about very important ship. It's called the Fair American, and this video is titled "The Story of the Fair American." It's very important in Hawaii's history. Now, let's get started. The Fair American was a small American sailing vessel described as a schooner, sloop, or brig built in New Jersey around 1784, measuring about 33 feet long and 8 feet wide. Okay, she was originally purchased by fur trader Simon Metcalf in Macau, China, for use in the maritime fur trade on the Pacific Northwest coast. Okay, now, in 1789, Simon Metcalf sailed the Eleanor from Macau to Nootka Sound on Vancouver Island, where he heard of lucrative sea otter fur trade opportunities. Okay. Now, the Fair American, commanded by his 18-year-old son, Thomas Humphrey Metcalf, was outfitted with cannons, muskets, and powder and set out with only 4 crewmen aboard. The two ships sailed together from Macau, but were separated by a storm and took different routes towards Nootka images of old Hawaii. Okay. The Fair American was captured by the Spanish Navy during the Nootka crisis and taken to San Blas, Mexico. Thomas Metcalf and his crew were released, but the ship was seized. Now it gets us to the Olovalo massacre of 1790, and this occurred on the island of Maui, close to, not far from Lahaina. So we get to the arrival in Hawaii and the Olovalo massacre. Okay, so after her release, Thomas Metcalf sought to reunite with his father. He sailed to Hawaii, where he encountered the same chief his father had flogged, Kamiyamoku of Kohala. This led to a chain of events. Simon Metcalf's ship, the Eleanor, committed the Olovalo massacre in 1790, killing over 100 local men, women, and children. Simon Metcalf then left for China and was never heard of again. So that's the Olovalo massacre. Now let's talk about the role in the Hawaiian Kingdom. Okay. Fair American was later captured by Native Hawaiians and taken to Olovalo on the island of Maui. The surviving crewmen, Isaac Davis and others including John Young and Isaac Ridler, became part of the Hawaiian resistance. Okay. Under Davis's guide, the ship was crewed by Native Hawaiians and played a key role in Kamehameha I's conquest of Maui and Oahu, helping to unify the islands into the Hawaiian Kingdom. Okay, let's talk about the later history. Fair American story is intertwined with both early American Hawaiian contact and the violent clashes that shaped Hawaiian history. Okay. Now, with some later ships with the same name were involved in transatlantic slave trade, such as the 1807 vessel that delivered 88 enslaved Africans to Charleston, South Carolina. The original Fair American of 1780 and 1790s is remembered for its role in the Pacific fur trade, the Nootka crisis, and the rise of the Hawaiian Kingdom. Okay. In short, the Fair American was more than a trading vessel. She was a symbol of the complex, often violent interactions between foreign traders and Native Hawaiians that helped reshape the island's political and cultural landscape. The credits for this video's paintings were by Herb Kane. Okay, and the music was by Chariots of War, Akash Gandhi. And that's the story of Fair American, very important in Hawaiian history. Thank you for watching. Mahalo and ahui ho.